Here's the deal, though. If they weren't coming back tomorrow,
They would have taken off with the money.
they would still have that money right now.
And I would have their blue tarp in place.
Yeah, you would be outside like, I guess they're going to come back later. Maybe before the sun goes down. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I would have been pissed.
Maybe it's raining where they're at, and they got caught up. Maybe they got a flat tire. I wish I would have given my number. This is all my fault.
I do say that a lot.
They're coming back, Mel.
Oh, yeah.
They're upstanding citizens of the lawn debris removal community.
Yeah, I agree.
They got your neighborhood on lock.
Yeah, and they want another one.
And they'll be back.
Oh, they'll be back.
Because they brought money back that
doesn't happen.
I'll be shocked if they are not back.
Like,
even though it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Fucking 7 a.m. or something.
Oh, yeah, some ungodly hour. Well, we saw the sun just came up, so we're going to get all that shit out your way there, sir, before it gets hot out.
Yeah.
Number one priority.
I'll be fine with that.
You should. I mean,
I'm cool.
You tried to pay them good money to do this.
Yeah, I did.
They said, no, sir, we're just going to take $30.
We're going to take $30 for now, sir.
We'll get the rest of that tomorrow, though, because we'll be back.
We'll be back, sir. I said, okay, fellas.
They're not coming back, are they?
No, they're coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming back, bro. It'll be okay. I'm going to have that all cleaned up, and then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the house tinted. Get the place tinted, and then you know what that does? Gets rid of the stray cats.
Huh?
And the bugs.
Wait.
No, I'm just
You're
joking.
going to kill a stray cat?
No, God, I hope there's no stray cats under the house. I don't think they crawl under here anymore because I quit feeding them months ago. So I think I've been seeing them across the street more than over here. I hope they don't come over here. I can't guarantee they're fucking stray cats.
So Mel's getting the palatial estate tented on Wednesday.
These are the things you worry about. That's going to be on my conscience.
This is adult shit. He's going to kill so many things.
There's lots of bugs. Termites, gone.
Dude, you're not going to smell a dead cat until like the weekend, though.
No, I know. That's what would suck the most.
Ooh. Well, it's not like you'd be able to bring it back to life anyway.
No, but I'd have to crawl under there. I'd have to hire some skinny fella to crawl under there.
No, you call them back. Like, hey, guys, you guys left something under the old house ski.
Do they?
Yeah, I think they get under there.
Okay. I don't know. I've never done it.
Yeah, a termite tenting is totally different from my 6 months of experience of extermination in Baltimore.
Okay.
Things are done totally different down here.
Yeah, I understand.
Shit's a lot bigger and scarier down here.
Then, yeah, the bugs definitely are bigger down here.
You got roaches that fly. Like
I guess that's something with the hemisphere, because I know in Australia they got crazy.
It's the heat.
Oh, yeah, the bugs love the heat, huh?
Yeah. It's a thriving cesspool of bug
So
juice.
we need cold for no bugs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm moving to Canada. Probably be better than living in America right now anyways, though. Although the whole world is on fire.
And if you move
toppling.
Canada, you got to deal with, like, animals that'll eat you.
Yeah, like bears. I saw that backcountry movie.
But, yeah. World's a little fucked up right now, eh? Well, first off, before we get all serious slow burn for serious.
You're serious.
Oh, we're gonna talk some shit today.
How are you?
Yeah, because
you're gonna lay it on them.
Well, I mean, you know, the only thing that's been important the last week.
Yeah.
But before all that, happy anniversary, bud.
Is this 3 years?
3 fucking years we've been doing this, and I don't think we've learned shit.
No, I definitely haven't learned how to do time management. I'll tell you that much.
Still don't prepare, so
I show up for you.
Yeah, hey, and I mean, you know.
3 years.
What is this? Episode 150.
You're supposed to know this stuff.
146.
I would have a notepad over here. I guess I should, since we record here. I should have a little setup station.
Oh, yeah, recording in the new
the
Sam Pitt Manor Studios.
Yeah, we're actually getting a little almost studio together.
It's kind of weird.
Isn't it? No longer have a roommate, so now I've had the the room I would have had with a roommate is now like a computer/studio. I'm going to put some nails up in the wall so I can put some palettes up, start painting again.
Mel's going to be doing classy nudes of himself, self-portraits.
Well, I was going to paint with my penis, so yeah, I have to be nude.
With the penis or taping the brush to the penis?
No, with the penis. The penis is going to be the brush. You got to put a little piece of like tape or something over the pee hole so you don't get no paint in your pee hole, bud.
See, that's a pro tip right there from a pro, obviously.
Yeah, you can put other things on it to get a different texture. Maybe put a condom on.
But you can only paint so high.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You definitely. It's more of a like you're holding the canvas and. Kind of just flopping.
The canvas moves with you.
Yeah, you're either flopping, or if you get erect, you can actually use it as some kind of like paint pen-esque thing.
Paint pen.
Or I like the just slap method. Now, if you're if you're a fella that doesn't have too much length when you're soft, I don't know if the slap method will work for you, but that's the beautiful thing about penis art. Everybody's penises is different, and you find your own penis art. You know, you find your own method with it.
And Mel is a connoisseur of the penis art.
Yeah, just to find your own method with any art. You know, don't judge yours compared to others, unless you're trying to learn something and get better at it. You know.
There's this art group that I'm on Facebook called
Penis Art.
No, it's called Lowbrow Art or something like that.
No, of course you would be lowbrow.
There's somebody on there that does paintings of her bum, but like she like, how do I describe
puckers?
It? No.
Applies paint and puckers?
It's like she'll have like a big piece of black canvas, and she puts like body paint on and like sits down.
Okay.
So you see like her like butt imprint and like a foot and like maybe a hand. It's some sexy stuff.
You see the
like a leg outline.
Lipias. The lipias.
I mean, you could possibly get there. I haven't seen those yet, but
you got to pay more on the.
That's for the fans only, I guess.
OnlyFans or the Patreon there.
Special requests.
Yeah, give me some of that toe. Camel toe. You want to see that camel toe, girl?
Oh, you're not talking about your foot fetish?
Is that no? Right? It's that way you do that with the feet?
No.
Yeah, I ain't trying to.
No.
It's weird to me. Like, I like to use my feet to pick things up, and I wish that my big toe was off-center and I could use it as another thumb.
Like a monkey foot?
Yeah. But...
No, I'm pretty sure we caught you last week holding your foot. Didn't we?
Sometimes you gotta hold your feet.
For comfort?
Yeah, you sing that song about sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much. And you sit there and look at your feet, and you kind of get, misty-eyed a little. Mystified, misty-eyed. Just live in the moment.
We've been places, man.
Yeah.
The things we've seen.
How do you feel about that?
A little awkward.
You don't want to do it?
I don't hold my foot.
You don't hold your feet? Nah. You don't touch your feet at all, do you?
Wasn't necessary.
Rob, your feet are part of you, buddy. You gotta love them.
I do, when necessary.
No, it's necessary all the time. You gotta love every part of yourself. Even if it's loving it enough to change it.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes when we touch,
the honesty's too much. Yeah, look at this. I think it's all coming together because of the room. I think the atmosphere, the new atmosphere here, the new room.
Oh, you call this coming together?
You don't think we're coming together here? You're about to divide us, aren't you? Like a country divided. I see you over there. You're looking at me like I'm an innocent protester holding a camera at you.
I know. I wish we were a country holding our feet.
Yeah, I know.
But we are
Yeah, whatever happened to Hands Across America, we definitely couldn't do it now with COVID. But
yeah, it would be virtual Hands Across America now.
What I mean,
just stand up in your room and spread your hands this way and one that way. And
could we just have like a friendship pole? Everybody had 6-foot friendship poles they would hold and do that across
like
America.
Bong?
A wand? A friendship wand?
A bong.
Oh.
6-foot bong across America.
Everybody's holding a 6-foot bong.
I mean, might do the country some good.
Yeah, just coming together, realizing we have a lot more in common than we do have apart,
Now eat these mushrooms. Come here.
I was talking about that last night. I think psychedelics would do a good for society if we had them, available for people in therapeutical settings, religious setting.
Throw it in the water supply.
No, you can't. You can't just dose people. Who are we? Ari Shafir?
I mean, if it's the weekend, hey, go ahead and dose me. I ain't got shit to do.
No, don't ever dose me without, I don't want to ever, especially people.
I don't ever want to not know it's coming.
Well, yeah, because you have to prepare for that shit. You have to be, place and setting.
I mean, don't do it all the time, but if you get me with that one good time.
I'll remember that.
Honesty's too much.
I'll remember that, Rob.
Please do. Because that means I ain't paying for it.
But I think it's good because it definitely changes your perspective, on a lot of things. Opens your eyes to things you wouldn't normally allow yourself to think about or be open to.
It'll break down some barriers.
And that's what we need, people to break down barriers. Yeah.
We gotta...
What do you know?
What is the problem, man? There were 2 cops that pushed this old man down in these peaceful protests for whatever fucking reason.
You know what the problem is? Years of...
Are you gonna hit the buzzword? You're about to say the buzzwords, aren't you?
Unaccountability.
Okay, that's not one of them. I mean, it probably should be, but...
No, it's years of no transparency and unaccountability. So what it is now is distrust of the people that are charged with protecting society, but now...
Why do they look like a goddamn military?
Because that's what they are now. Now it's not protecting society, but protecting the interests of the select few of society, really. And it may not be that, because not all inherently police and policing shouldn't be a bad thing, but bad apples gone unchecked. No, I'm not saying but one bad apple does spoil the bunch, and that's been happening for years. So now it's a systemic problem with the whole organization, the whole thing, really. You look at every bit of society, and there's something there that's, and
fucked up.
Yeah. And so there's no one solution or problems. It's time for change on every level. And I think a lot of that starts with accountability and transparency. And be it politicians, police force, anything where you have power in society, you should be judged to a greater degree than people are. It shouldn't be you get immunity. It should be you're prosecuted more if you fuck up.
What?
It shouldn't be, this was just part of your job. Because that's what so that you went to the 2 cops that pushed down the old man.
We're following orders.
Yeah, we're just following orders.
What about morals and morality?
Yeah, and like I've been saying forever, it's not a Republican, Democrat, all this shit. America has had a decline in ethics and morals. And that's not on a religious standpoint. It's just acknowledging that people are people standpoint, and that everybody lives different lives, and life is hard enough to live on its own without other people trying to force you to live their way,
It's just the optics of everything. You're told from a young age violence isn't the answer to anything.
Oh yeah.
And then that's what you're fed.
But what do we use for everything? Violence.
Violence, because it shuts things up quickly. It doesn't fix anything.
No, exactly. It
just stops the problem.
It's a Band-Aid.
The problem right there and then, and not heal it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what violence will do. That's why generations have been going through this. This has been something that is long before any of us were born.
And it's something, especially me this week, I've been fucking I've been wrestling with this whole thing of wanting everybody to just burn everything down. Fuck all this bullshit. Just burn it to the ground. And then,
But to have that is to say that all the good things that have come from years of experience have to go too. Like,
I mean, I am in no shape or form saying, hey, go burn your city down. But I will say, hey, go burn that Confederate flag down. Hey, go burn that federal building down. Hey, go burn that courthouse down. Hey, go burn that police station down.
I don't know. Like,
I strongly feel that,
like the Confederate flags and the statues and all that, I don't think it has any place. Sure, keep it in history books. Keep it. Don't just wash it away completely. No. We need to know our history, or we're doomed to repeat it.
Keep it behind a closed door. It doesn't need to be out in a fucking public park.
No, it doesn't need to be celebrated like it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't honor your history, but be aware how your history can affect other people's history too. You know?
Well, only winners write history books.
But that's what we need to get away from, because we know
exactly.
That. You know? It's, again, this has been generations, really, because it's bigger than that too, because it's way before America that shit like this happened. It's just people. We need to start caring more about other people. We're all in this crazy fucking ride together. And at the end of the day, you know, I agree that, you know, you have to meet intolerance with intolerance. I always gripped with that because I believe in freedom of speech and everything, but at the same time, we can't be silent to people when they're saying things that are harmful to others. Like, it's one thing to get your feelings hurt, but it's another thing to, like, oppress people and want to oppress people.
Downtrodden.
Yeah. So
to have your thumb on the back of someone's neck, so to speak.
I'm saying this all as a white guy, so this is from an like outside perspective.
Check your privilege, brah.
And I think about it a lot, and I think a lot of this stems from people not being able to check their privilege, or not being able to look at themselves and say, you know what, I have been racist here, or you know what, I was wrong here. A lot of people can't admit that they're wrong.
Oh yeah, hey, I will freely admit that, hey, back in my day, I was a racist little shit for a minute. And that's just wrong. But, I mean, part of it was
upbringing.
Part of it was, you know, where I was at. And
environment, you know. If you're around people, and it's anybody. If you're around a bunch of people and they all kind of the same.
Mob
and
mentality.
Yeah, and you're all against them, you're going to end up hating groups of people, you know. But that's
for no fucking apparent reason.
But that's when you need to
everyone else is doing it.
Realize that not everybody is like everybody else. Like, you're dealing with a group of assholes, not, you know, not a group of Muslims or black people or whatever it is, or in other cases, white people, because not even all white people are the same.
Speaking of groups of assholes, what you think about these pallets and pallets of bricks being just left around places?
Again, who knows?
Like, even to me, being from construction background a little bit,
it's all fishy, right?
But it doesn't look at all like anything that's being used for construction.
The thing is, all of this is social media.
Is it?
Well, I'm not saying there's probably actually shit happening.
A good thing for social media, though.
Well,
what if we
social media is a good thing, but also social media can be used for disinformation, and so you never know. And I think far too many people just accept what they see as factual instead of looking, and that's all sides of everything, you know.
Yeah, you definitely got to.
You only see this
source like 4, 5, 6 times now.
When you see social media, you got to remember that this is one camera's view of a whole world happening outside of the frame. So you got to look at everything there. So who knows if those pictures of pallets were from a different time that they took and...
Well, yeah, but even so, like, even if they are, like, a couple of the different pictures I saw, like I was saying before, coming from a construction background, they just look out of place.
Oh, yeah, no. A lot of that stuff looks fucking fishy.
Where's this job site at? There should be a fence around this shit because you don't want someone to steal your fucking bricks you just paid for.
And it doesn't surprise me that...
Bricks are like $1.25 a piece now.
Police
at least.
And people in power would pay for... Because all this looting and rioting and vandalism and destruction of property, it does bring the... negative eye from a lot of people, you know, but I think again that's a small portion of what's actually happening, but because it's getting so much coverage, it looks like a large thing, you know.
Well, looting also brings property value down when you can't afford your burnt down building anymore, and then some rich motherfucker's going to come in there and buy up cheap and
put
up something bigger that you're not going to be able to afford to go to. Yeah. So
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm sure with any negative thing, people are going to make money off of it. That's what they're human vultures, you know?
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to the moral decline.
The real looters.
Exactly. That's what pisses me off the most when I see my conservative uncle talking about looters taking this from that or... You know, shit like that, but
making my president turn his damn lights out and go hide in a bunker.
But you don't say anything about the president not fucking dodging taxes or his companies making all this money or like his family's businesses making all kinds of money during the presidency with taxpayer money, funding a lot of the business meetings, I'm sure. Because he's the president.
Oh, yeah. Killer Mike says, what do you say? We got a casino owner for a president?
We do. Casino owner and reality TV star.
Yeah.
You know?
And he runs it as such.
And that's why, like... I don't like Biden at all. But he's a goddamn... Trump makes Biden look like... a saint, kind of, you know? And that guy's far from a saint.
Creepy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Fucking creepy.
Because Trump isn't a leader. All these people, I understand why they like him. He talks it like it is to him. He says he's not afraid to say what is on his mind. And, you know, because he's not. He doesn't have, the motherfucker doesn't have a filter. He'll say whatever.
Say what you want. Say what's on your mind, but...
At the same time,
how are you going to do this? How are we going to back this up?
That's not a leader,
how's this going to happen?
A leader doesn't just say what's on their mind. A leader doesn't do that because a leader knows that there are all kinds of different personalities under them that they need to get together to work as a team. And they know that their team isn't any good if single parts of that link in the chain are bad.
You'll speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah, like, that's why he's not a good leader. That's why I've never liked him. I'm all, you know, I was one of those people that said, oh, Bush was going to make the country go to shit. And in a lot of ways, I'm for some people he did. But that's what happens with presidencies because there's so many different people you can't. But this guy has come in and fucking made a mockery of America and just divided us even more. And I'm sure that was part of the setup from the long game.
Man. Keep control. Keep them divided.
Exactly. Look at 24-hour news and how many people just stay glued to that and don't fucking have opinions of their own. They just parrot what fucking Sean Hannity or Anderson Cooper said, you know?
Who you think was the last president in the bunker?
In the bunker?
Yeah. You think Obama had to go in there for something? Nah.
I'm sure he went down there and checked it out.
Oh, yeah. Everybody went down there to check it out. Like,
hey, Michelle, come on down here.
Oh, a little smack down. A little smack down in the bunker.
Wouldn't you?
I mean.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't really care. Like.
So, but he didn't have to use it.
Trump? No. Fuck no, he didn't.
No. I mean, like, Obama.
No.
He used it. Trump definitely used the bitch. Who was the last one to use it? Like, are there pictures of, like, Nixon sitting up down there, like, dust all over him and shit?
It could, like, be.
Some, like, Ronald Reagan fucking jelly beans and shit.
Who knows? maybe there's been like things we didn't know about that, like asteroids coming close or something.
Oh yeah, this week. Hey, that's something 2020 didn't get us. We were supposed to get hit by an asteroid yesterday.
Hey, there's still plenty of months in 2020 left, my man.
That have asteroids coming. There's like 3 or 4 more coming towards us.
And if we've learned anything about this year, it's always something we didn't even fucking think about that's going to happen.
I just wish the killer hornets were murder hornets were a little more.
Nah, man, we don't want murder hornets.
I want a pet murder hornet. Well, actually, I want a fleet of murder hornets. I would like train them like homing pigeons.
All right, we can do that. We can do that.
That's how I'm going to terrorize the world. What didn't we cover about the shit show going on right now?
It's so much that you can't cover all of it.
Did you see The Rock? The Rock.
Yes.
Those are some pretty powerful words.
Yeah. Again, something a leader would do.
From a man who might be... There's always been this rumbling that he might be a president one day.
Yeah. And I could see it. He's got the popularity. He's middle ground enough. That's the thing. Trump isn't middle ground enough.
Oh, no. He's, well, I mean, I saw today that Bush isn't going to support him. Neither is...
No, because he just divides people too much.
Yeah.
He's like Nero, sitting there playing his fiddle, watching Rome burn.
Yeah, well... Matt Plus called it. It's
been a long time coming.
I don't know. I still think he's winning in November.
I don't think so. Like, if he does, there's no way it doesn't devolve into an actual war between, like... Because I think the sliver of hope that some people have is that he's gone after this. But what happens if you take that away? What happens then?
You just gotta survive 4 more years.
I think people are over that, though.
I'm tired of just surviving.
Again, like, you know, I've heard it a lot lately, because you hear, if you listen to Black Friends and you listen to these things, people of color, Baldwin, where he talks about he watched his...
Alec Baldwin?
No, James Baldwin, I think, the author. He said, you know, I've watched my grandfather wait. I've watched my dad wait. I've watched my uncle wait. I've watched my brothers wait. How long do we wait? Mm-hmm. How long do you wait?
Generations, yeah.
And so I think people now, I think a lot of the violence is in check right now and a lot of the anger because in America, people have hope. We've always been a nation of hope, you know? And you look at our democracy and we've always been led to believe that that's the one thing that can help us out in situations like this, you know? We don't have a tyrannical king, but it's becoming more and more like that.
We don't?
and again, this man has broken down a lot of those norms and respected institutions of democracy.
Respected institutions.
So I think
like an old man.
I think if he does get elected again and he does hold more power, because that would just solidify his power and shit would get crazier.
This is what I think is going to happen. The protests are going to die down probably within another couple weeks here.
I don't. This feels different.
I think they're already dying down, or there's been less.
No, because
less coverage of them, less appeal. I mean, that's going to be the way to quell them to begin with. They're just not going to be reported on as much.
But I think with social media, people are going to still see it on Facebook. They're still going to see it on Twitter.
I really haven't seen that much yesterday. Not as much as last week.
And it's not, but this is, again, it's not just us. Like, in France.
The world is.
It's not.
And I didn't know that France had a police problem. Don't they not even carry guns over there?
Bro, Europe is very racist. They had to stop soccer games because people were throwing bananas on the field.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty racist.
It's super racist over there. And it's not even just a racism thing. It's like this nationalistic bullshit. Stop immigration. Yeah. Stop.
I hate nationalism. You won the lottery of where you were born, okay? Fuck off.
Exactly. And diversity makes you stronger. When you learn new things and you experience new things, not only does it make you stronger and give you more experience and worldview, it makes you happier. They've done studies, and the more you experience new things, and you're a happier, well-balanced person, like, you can't just be forced in your bubble and just live out your life in this one bubble of this is how things again. Again, it goes back to not taking a look at people's self, you know? There's no accountability from yourself.
I think if you're racist, you shouldn't be able to eat that culture's food.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't enjoy anything about it, right?
Right.
But that's not what it is. People...
God dang Chinese. Okay, you can't have Chinese food anymore.
And I think people just use... It's a way to be an asshole. It's a way to feel power. It's a way to, like...
Oh, it's the power. It's the biggest thing of everything. It's all about power.
It's like...
Somebody's got to be the most powerful. We're the best.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're right. We're not those savages and animals.
They say that... That's why a lot of the way democracy is, because people who are narcissistic get into politics and are the ones that write to their senators and the ones that,
donate
and do all that, is people that are saying, I'm right, this is the right way, I need to do this, you know. I don't know the right way, because the right way is different for everybody. So what we need to find is the compromised way, you know?
So are we going to burn that Confederate flag on I-4 when they put it back up, or what?
I hope they just don't put it back up. Realize that it has no place in today's society. Keep it, if you want to get together with your little racist buddies and look at it in somebody's backyard.
Read around your flag. Your magic sky cloth of racism.
Because how can you not see that and say, okay, I can see how this hurts so many people, you know? It's a selfish viewpoint to say, well,
it's my heritage.
My heritage.
I belongs here.
Recognize your heritage and recognize how it's hurt so many people. You know? That's what they don't do. They fail to just... It's like when people want to say, oh, we live in America, the place of the free and everything. You notice how people say that when they're being fucking assholes?
Yeah. It's my right to say I live in America.
Yeah.
Land of the fucking free, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll say what I want, motherfucking.
Just care about people. At the end of the day, if we just cared about each other just a little more, and it doesn't fucking matter who the person is, even like people you hate, I don't want to see them like suffer, you know. And I know I'm different than a lot of people.
No, I mean I never wanted Miami to suffer either. Well, maybe one of them.
I mean, there's times where you want them to have karma and, like, I don't like Trump, but do I want to see him get Mussolini'd? I don't know. Because I don't think that because the people who are free become the oppressors pretty quick when they get in power, and it's important to keep that in mind, you know? Power corrupts.
And absolute power corrupts.
You got to remember where you came from.
Absolutely.
Be humble.
Bitch. Be humble. You, find any time in your crazy life this week to play any video games?
Man, I've been playing nothing but Dota. The Battle Pass came out, and I've been chasing down all the Battle Pass points and trying to get... They have this thing called Cavern Crawl, where you got to play and you get different, like, item sets if you get far enough in it, and you got to win games with certain heroes. And
see, I laugh at you for this, but I'm, like, so into Mortal Kombat now, and it's got, like, the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, like, man, it's kind of stupid. Like, you got all these different, like, costumes you can get, and, like, power-up things, and gauntlets, and this and that, and, like, little...
But, like, you still...
But then once you start getting them, you're like, wait, I can get that one?
Oh, shit, I need to go for it, you know?
Oh, I only got to beat 500 matches? Wow, oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Sounds like French Fry wants that door open.
Wow. Sorry, buddy.
He's like, I thought Josh moved out.
Let me in.
You know what it is? Because our door, the bedroom door over there, doesn't have like a
latch.
A latch. So when he goes and runs at it, it'll open it. So he just went and ran at the door thinking it would do the same, and he just bounced off. He's got plenty of protection.
Oh yeah, he's good to go. Yeah, but Mortal Kombat, like, I know I dissed it. Yeah, I dissed it a lot at the beginning of all this, but
I've heard they've had a lot of patches that made the game actually better too.
So much better. It's so much better.
I'll probably pick it up when it goes on sale on the PC one day.
Ugh. You need a controller.
I have one.
Of course you do.
It's
you can use your PlayStation one.
It's somewhere over there. I've got the PlayStation one. I've got the Steam controller.
Hell? You got all kinds of weird shit up here on your desk. What is going on with all this?
It was my I went through my miscellaneous cable and wire and electronic thing that I've been hauling around for 3 or 4 moves. And we
all got one.
I'm cutting it up and I'm gonna make some art projects with it.
Oh.
I don't know what yet.
Making a robot. A robot sex doll.
Oh God! If I could stick my dick in a robot, my girlfriend would be pretty mad at me.
No, she'd be mad at you when you brought it to bed.
I don't know if she, but no, I bet she would get jealous of it if I was fucking it.
I mean, if she walked in on it.
If she even knew about it.
That's on you, boo.
I could build one, I bet.
So lifelike. There's wires hanging out of it. So?
You just forget about that.
Get electrocuted while you're fucking...
That's how I die.
Yes.
And then 2020. And 2020, Mel fucking died when he was fucking that robot...
This robot he built from scratch.
The robot vagina he made.
Yeah. He tried to build the whole thing, but he started with the vagina and ran out of parts. He was okay with it.
He said, just turn off the lights. It makes that awful noise.
Leaks oil and shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, it wouldn't... I guess it would be sex oil. It would be lubrication. Not putting oil.
Maybe. I don't know. What might require a radiator or something in there. Who knows?
No, you want it to cool. You don't want it cool. You want it warm up, right? Warm up.
You don't want it to overheat, though.
Oh, you like your vagina cold? You say, girl, if you could get your vagina ice cold for me, I'd really appreciate it.
Well, this one girl did do this trick called the ice kitten.
He puts an ice cube and gives you a blowjob?
No.
Oh.
Ice cube somewhere else.
Oh.
It was weird.
I would be worried about her safety at that point.
She was about it. You know this person, too. Well, knew this person.
And they, it was like a party trick, something they had done before they were experienced.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was weird.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
that's a weird time.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's not supposed to be like this. Yeah, why is it like this?
When your dick's yo-yoing, it's never a good thing.
Are you a corpse? What is this? That was actually something that, like, went through my head. Like, is this what it's like to fucking dead body?
Yeah, exactly. When I was talking about it, I was going to talk about necrophilia. Nah, man. Please, keep it warm. In fact, if you've got a fever, it might be even better. You've never had that fever sex? And the girl's a little on the sick side, but you still
break
want...
the fever.
Say, come over here, girl. Let me break that fever for you.
You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
I'm disgusted. You're a fucking pig.
You're such a fucking fig. How do you live with yourself?
I'm not a fig.
So I had no comic books in the box this week.
None. You said that in your box. None in your box. How does that happen?
It did not stop me from buying shit. Well, you know, they're in a little state of flux right now.
Yeah, lots of changes in the comic book world.
Yeah, you have. What were you saying about what's the deal with the DC thing?
So DC is going their own distribution route, and I've read conflicting things on this. It's gonna hurt some people. It'll probably maybe help some, but who I don't know. It's a big change for them, though.
What do you mean their own distribution route?
So Diamond has been the distributors for pretty much the entire comic industry. And now DC, the second biggest publisher, is going through a different distribution company.
And why is this? They're just trying to get a day early or some shit?
A day, I don't... Who knows what only DC and Diamond know exactly why the breakup happened. But it's been coming for some time. A lot of it's probably because DC got bought by AT&T.
What?
Yeah, weren't they part of that? They were wrapped up in some merger, but they've got new corporate overlords.
Oh.
And so, when that happens, business decisions get made, and they think they can make money elsewhere through like selling stuff at Target and Walmart, or through online shops. They're trying something new because they think it'll work for their business at the end of the day, right? I would assume.
Yes, but I mean,
a lot of it's
How is it gonna hurt the little guy though?
Because you've been using this one distributor for comics forever. Mm-hmm. So you already have a trust built with them. Mm-hmm. And in a lot of cases, a line of credit built with them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of these small places that have had to use line of credit for a lot of other things, or perhaps even owe Diamond a lot of money already. So they're already in bed with this one person who they owe a lot of money to. And now DC saying, nope, we're not doing business. So if you want our comics, you've got to go through this other one. So you have to develop another relationship.
Different shipping,
a whole new system, another line of credit, which in some cases these smaller places can't afford.
Might not start out the same amount.
Might not, yeah, exactly, because you got to think, a lot of these places too were just closed for 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks, if not longer. And if not
some
closed...
places are still closed.
It's still closed, and you got to think, even if they didn't close or something, almost every comic shop has seen a dip in their revenue. Probably a pretty significant dip.
Yeah.
And so to already have all these other outstanding debts and then say, all right, well, we've got to take on this other outstanding debt with a whole new company. It's tumultuous for a lot of people. People will make it through, others won't. I mean, that's a free market at the end of the day.
Wouldn't the distributor kind of basically be fucking themselves, though, if they don't lend those line of credit out to the little guy, because then they wouldn't be getting that business?
It's varying thoughts on that. It depends on what... I mean... I'm sure, yeah, in a lot of cases, it's better to get your product out there than to have it sit on a shelf.
Nobody's going to want to go to Target and buy their fucking comic books.
I guess they've had experiments where people do go to...
maybe the major, comic books,
exactly,
Superman,
and that's...
But I don't think anybody's going to go to fucking Target and buy a Beta Ray Bill or some shit.
But that's why this is going to... splinter groups, and comics are already pretty a niche market. It's not.
Yeah.
How many little kids do you see in there? I don't go on Saturdays, so maybe that's when they go more, but
not many.
It's more for adults now.
Well, I mean,
in that, but comics,
it's always been a preteen.
But at a Target or Walmart, you can sell your Batman comics right next to your Batman action figure,
Well, have you been to a Walmart lately, and their toy aisle is so fucking jacked up, you can't find anything cool, because it's always it's a scalper industry now. Everything is scalped.
Oh, yeah, you have bots buying it.
Yeah.
From online.
It's like...
the second something goes up,
it's gone.
Yeah.
If it's going to be worth any amount of money or somebody wants it, goodbye. You best be there when it gets released.
That's why I'm going to buy up some of those omnibuses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How much are they going to be, though? Those things are expensive.
But still.
Deep discounts.
if you get a discount on it, and then after it goes out of print, it goes up.
Resale.
Although I like omnibuses, that's the thing I've decided I want to collect. Is like
you change every fucking week.
No, I'm all about those hardcover collected editions. Even trade paperbacks. I don't want to get as many single issues. I like those collecteds. I saw somebody who we used to work with got the hardcover Saga, the 3 separate editions as opposed to the one that I got, the big fucker. Yeah. And I'm all like, man, I wish I'd have gotten those hardcover ones.
That thing's too damn big.
Too damn big, and you read that too much and it's just going to destroy itself. I didn't pay too much money for it, but at the end of the day, maybe I should have spent that like $20 extra and got the
hardcovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live, you learn, Mel. You live,
exactly.
You learn. I did read this week Amazing Spider-Man number 43. It's a continuation of that Grog storyline. It's like the boy and his dog thing.
Yeah.
Dude. It's been one of the best like little storylines. Heartwarming little deals I've read in a while. I like it.
I've been thinking about picking that Spider-Man game back up.
There was rumors it was going to be free this month. It wasn't. They went with 2 fucking first-person shooter games for whatever reason. But whatever. You can shoot motherfuckers in space, or you can shoot motherfuckers in World War II.
Yeah. Either way, shoot motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
Well, World War II, at least you get to kill some fascists.
Some Nazis.
Some Nazis.
Some Nazis. I don't know. I haven't. I saw I downloaded the World War II one, Call of Duty, before the other one, the Battlefront, Star Wars was available. I'm like, shit. I would have just downloaded Star Wars over Call of Duty.
I got that Star Wars game for like $4 on the PC once. Haven't maybe played it once or twice.
Yeah.
I just am not in the shooters as much anymore. That's one thing that's changed from
Burnout, bro. It's all Burnout.
Yeah.
Every game was a shooter for a minute.
I would be interested. I'm interested in playing that Half-Life Alyx, the shooter, but that's a VR, you know? That's a whole new thing. But just regular, shooters, I can't play them.
I mean...
Somewhat.
Story mode's kind of cool on those.
I got Rage 2, and I put, maybe an hour or 2 into it, and I haven't played that too much.
Don't you hate buying video games that you don't play?
Yeah.
I was looking at my shelf the other day. I'm like, you have games on here that aren't even opened.
Other than that, I've been playing Cat Quest 2 with the girlfriend. It's a nice little...
girlfriend game.
Yeah. She can play it. I play it. She has a lot of fun. She got into the first... I got the first one through a Humble Bundle. Forgot about it for a year. And then one day I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Let me try it out. And I was addicted. I played for 8 hours that day. And then beat it real quick.
That's a lot of Cat Quest.
And then she picked it up. I was like, well, maybe you'll like this when she got her Switch. And she picked it up on her Switch. And she got addicted. Beat it in a week.
I'm pretty sure I got that downloaded on my Switch too. Because it was $1 one day or something.
Yeah, was just devoured it. And then she was like, the second one's multiplayer. Local. Couch co-op, so I bought it on mine so we can hook it up to the TV and we play like that.
It's so cute.
It's a nice little thing, you know.
Adorable.
Yeah. A couple that games together stays together, you know.
That's true. Very true. I've never had a girlfriend that gamed.
It's a team building activity. It's something to do.
Yeah, I need to know you're going to be there for me in the clinch.
Yeah.
If the shit pops off for real, I need you to know that you're going to be able to do this. Just listen to me. We'll be fine.
I didn't really read too much comics. I bought some, but
Nail-Biter Returns is out now.
And I saw that you got
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Again, I'll just wait for the collected.
I kind of think I want to do that, but he wants back in.
Right? No, I think that was a branch falling.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds like it's getting windy out there.
Oh, is it? I got, headphones on. And this air conditioner.
Oh, yeah, it's getting windy.
Oh, shit. And, what were we just talking about? Huh?
What?
Huh? I watched this shit on Netflix yesterday. Operation Odessa. It's a documentary about like this crazy Russian guy and this crazy Cuban guy that sell drugs to the Russians, and then they try to get a submarine from them, and the FBI gets involved, and there's an informant. Dude is in a fucking hotel room, and he says, right there, that camera, that alarm has a camera in it.
It did it?
And it did, and the guy totally played it off. But like he knew there was a camera in it because like he was going to all these like little spy stores. He's like, I know that exact model. And the FBI guy's like, well, if it's a camera, go over there and take it apart and fuck you. And he's like, okay, it's not the camera.
Damn. That guy had to be sweating at that point.
Oh my god. Shit and bullets. And they have the actual footage. They show you the fucking footage. It's a pretty good documentary. I recommend it. Operation Odessa.
Okay. I'll look it up.
And like, dude, these old-ass Soviet submarines are scary looking. I would not want to go in one of them.
Oh, yeah. Barely held together, right?
They're like rusty as shit on the outside. And they have like, they're diesel. Yeah, a diesel submarine, so they're loud as fuck. They have to like stay on top of the water for most of the time, but then when you don't want to be detected, the diesel engine like kicks off and they go to like whatever, and they're undetected underwater. There are some trippy looking things though. They look so sketchy.
I'll have to look it up.
But they were gonna like, what was it? A shitload of cocaine in that. They were gonna traffic so much cocaine. They did traffic so much cocaine.
Sometimes you gotta
traffic a little cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, helps pay the bills. I know a guy that knows a guy that knows something about it.
That is a crazy looking Russian guy. I'm seeing this.
Yeah, his name's Tarzan.
He looks like a motherfucking Tarzan. This guy?
Yep, that's Tarzan. He smokes some cigarettes like a mofo.
That's crazy.
It's good shit. Wrestling?
I didn't watch Dynamite this week. It
was a good Dynamite.
I watched highlights of it. I should have watched it, but I just got Thursday night or Wednesday night. I came home and just played Dota, and then life hits you. Thursday I got busy, and then Friday I was busy changing over the whole setup here.
It is a nice setup.
It's definitely a weight off our shoulders as far as, just being a couple living alone, not having a roommate. It's better.
That's adorable.
Don't be jealous.
No, but yeah. I definitely hear you there. The only two wrestling little tidbits I actually have this week are A, Hulk Hogan be banned from AEW.
AEW, yes. And good move on them.
But it's
keep them away.
Did it even have to be said out loud? I mean, we kind of figured that already.
No, I think it's a good move to show. Say, you know what?
Publicity of it?
No, not publicity. I think I saw this said somewhere. A lot of this stuff, these conversations were being said behind closed doors and all this. And I think it's much better to be out in the open and say this shit in the open.
Okay.
Like, fuck you and fuck your racist views,
True.
Not keeping this civil for you anymore. You aren't keeping it civil. So you know what? We're meeting you back. Fuck you.
I agree. And number two.
Dos?
The WWE asking Chelsea Green to use Zack Ryder's pool.
Oh, yeah.
After they fired his ass.
I saw that today. How crazy.
Hey, could you just come over here so we could smack you in the face real quick?
We'll pay you to use your pool after we fired you.
Yeah, we just need you for your pool.
What? You don't want our money?
Yeah. You're lost, bruh. Yeah, that's just so...
Does it not surprise you?
Doesn't surprise me in the least bit anymore.
Fucking...
It's so fucking cringy.
Yeah, that's why WWE's storylines were really the thing that, made me not watch their show anymore. But their business practice is what makes me not want to go back.
Yeah, over the past 2 years, it's just drastically just...
All the Saudi money, all the Trump funding, the just veiled conservatism bullshit, and then just watching the fucking Owen Hart, Dark Side of the Ring.
Well, I mean,
just to not stop the show. A man died. Like, I understand show must go on, theatrics, but in that case...
Okay, hear me out there, though. He could have had a riot on his hand.
If you tell these people he just died, your kids just witnessed somebody die, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll get your refunds, but right now is not the time to talk about that. Like...
Yeah, I guess. That's...
You know how many scarred children there must have been that, like...
Are there?
Who knows? Let's find some of those kids and talk to them. Were you an 8-year-old who was live? What was it? Over the Edge 99?
Yes.
In the audience.
We want to hear from you.
Like, that has to be a traumatic experience.
How many years of therapy have you been in?
I don't know, but, like, I know I was a little kid. I must have been, like...
I was ready for the Godfather to lay some smackdown.
No, not that, but, like, when I was 6 or something, we were living in this apartment complex, and I remember this guy that lived there, like, got stung by a scorpion, and he died in his apartment and everything, but that image of him being taken out in a body bag is still burned in my head. So just imagine being a little kid and going to, like, wrestling and seeing one of the wrestlers fucking die. How is that not a bigger impact?
So you had weird scorpion guy living next to you? Is this why you don't like snakes?
No.
Everything okay there?
Yeah. No, it's not. I don't like snakes for another reason, but... Again, childhood trauma. Yeah, sure.
Do you like scorpions?
I'm not going to go fucking with one. I'll tell you that. I respect their authority.
Would you hold a scorpion?
I don't know.
I don't think I would.
I don't...
It's not my bag.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be hesitant. Like, the same thing with a snake. Would I want to hold a snake? Probably not. But if there was, like,
a snake before a scorpion.
But if there was, like, a professional, like, oh yeah, here you go. Like,
oh, if one of those, Tiger King motherfuckers was here holding it, sure, yeah, I'll hold a snake.
Maybe.
There's
like,
no
I'd
such
still
thing
be
as professional snake people.
I'd still be creeped out.
They're all amateurs.
Yeah, it's just a snake person. It's just some crazy fucking person dealing with
some crazy person with 20 snakes.
Yeah. Domesticating a wild animal.
This here albino took 4 years to make.
Yeah, you've seen that guy.
8 generations.
That has this whole, like, all these snakes were bred here. They've been bred here for generations.
Yeah, and they're all in trays. Like little trays that they pull out of the wall. That's so weird.
Just so he can have something cool to look at, like, I guess.
Give me your money and you can pet this here albino snake. Anywho, got anything else for these people this week?
No, I don't think so. We talked about all the seriousness.
There was some seriousness.
We done all kinds of things here on this episode of Slow Burn.
Number 146.
Number 159.
46.
Yeah, 146, whatever.
3-year anniversary, Ash.
3-year anniversary this week.
3 years.
3 years.
Who would have ever thought?
Not me.
It's not me. But we did it. Congratulations to us.
To us, congratulations. To you,
right.
Congratulations for listening.
All right, we're done patting ourselves on the back.
No, I'm never done. But you're done hearing it.
Y'all have a great week.
This has been a TRGPN production.